Sammy's winning this whole thing, man.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Sammy.
I like the way you think.
Sammy versus Drew at Rumble in Saudi. That it's write it in.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burning Hammer podcast. And on this episode, we will be going over all of the new wrestlers that we've gotten, all of the new title changes, and who's going to face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. But Dylan, how do you feel about these past couple of weeks? We've had some major changes in WWE, and some may say the landscape is changing.
Yeah, man. I would easily say that, right? I think sorry, I had to turn up my mic. The landscape has changed, I would say, just about completely heading into the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season
Time.
Based on some of these results we've gotten, especially on this past Friday and Monday, but also being with all the call-ups that we're going to be talking about and a new signing in there as well. So we have a lot to talk about that really makes the landscape heading into this WrestleMania a lot more exciting, Mark, in my opinion. It seems like and listen, man, shout out to Triple H. Got to give credit where credit's due. We hate on him when he doesn't make the moves and when he's too focused on but this could be a marquee Mania title match. Like he's always thinking about stuff like that. So we hate on him for it, but we got to give him the credit for pulling the trigger on a move like Drew McIntyre. I mean, it's hard to not go into that right away. I think we got to get into that.
Sure,
we'll talk about the other changes too, but we've got a new WWE champion, Mark. Drew McIntyre.
Crazy bastards.
Finally pulled the trigger on our boy Drew McIntyre. Literally could not be a more deserving person on the roster to get this win over Cody, in my opinion. Just think about, obviously, Drew's story throughout his entire career, but even these last 5 years, right? He obviously was the chosen one at a certain point early in his career, and it didn't work out. And then he left and completely reinvented himself and got in the best shape of his life, came back to WWE, and has thrived, won the Royal Rumble in front of a full crowd. And then, of course, 2020 pandemic hits, and he does get that moment winning the Royal Rumble, but then he goes on to main event WrestleMania in the Performance Center in front of no crowd, does win the WWE title, but isn't able to get that moment in front of the crowd, right? The following year, we're back in front of people at WrestleMania. He's got a WWE title match. I believe he went in defending. I can't remember. Did he have a title match? He lost. I know that.
I don't know if he did.
Maybe he didn't. Either way, took him a while to get back into that picture. Of course, all the times that we thought they were, probably the closest they were probably to pulling the trigger of taking that title off of Roman, if it wasn't going to be Cody, was probably Drew at Clash in the Castle.
Mm-hmm.
It really felt like that was going to be the time that Drew got his moment in his home country. Then, of course, we had WrestleMania 40 in Philly. He wins the world title, and he has that few moments, but then he's cashed in on
5 minutes, 47 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, so this is the first time Drew McIntyre has won the WWE title in front of fans and left the building with it.
Yeah.
And, God, that's incredible. That's amazing. So I could not be more happy for Drew McIntyre, and there could not be a more deserving guy. And then to also throw into the mix, the guy was probably the MVP of 2024 when he had that feud with Punk. or maybe it was 23. I can't remember at this point, but that feud with Punk was amazing, and they felt like they didn't do too much with him following it. He's just been on the back burner, even though he's such a top guy, and they finally pulled the trigger mark. They did it. Drew McIntyre is the champion. What did you think of? I mean, we'll get into the match first of all. What did you think of the match, Mark? 3 Stages of Hell, our first 3 Stages of Hell match in quite a while.
Yeah, since 2013. So I thought the match was better than I thought it was going to be. Like all 3 stages, I was kind of heading into this. Obviously, they played it safe with the stipulations, which shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody. I know we were kind of having some fun choosing what stipulations that they were going to do, but we kind of hit the nail on the head with, like, we said what they're probably going to do is a normal stipulation, some sort of no DQ, and then end in a steel cage, and obviously it was Falls Count Anywhere. But that being said,
one of my favorite matches, I gotta say, is a Falls Count Anywhere match.
I thought it was great. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was interesting that Drew won off of hitting Cody in Yambag City for the first match. I thought that he may have gotten a clean pin over Cody during that.
I thought so. I thought Cody was going to get DQ'd in the first one.
Okay.
Pin Drew in the second, and then Drew was going to get his feet on the ground in the third one, like essentially winning the title without ever pinning Cody.
Okay.
Or submitting him. You know what I mean? That isn't exactly what happened, but we were pretty close. Got clean win.
And I thought the time of each given match was interesting too, because it kind of felt like the first 2 stages felt a little quicker, and then the third stage felt like the longest by far, especially the first the first match.
Yeah, by
but
far.
I think it all worked well.
It all worked out well. I think if I could have any, I don't know, like any dig at it would be, like you said, maybe give a little bit of that time from the steel cage match, like give a couple more minutes to the Falls Count Anywhere and a couple more minutes to the regular wrestling match, but it all worked out in the end. Like, I'm not unhappy with it. I really enjoy it. And even though the 2 first matches were relatively shorter, the first one was over in 6 minutes. But I still enjoyed them, and they were still done well. And, of course, we get to the steel cage. It's tied up 1-1, and Drew McIntyre is crawling toward that door, and then we get a masked man slamming that door in his face, revealing himself as none other than Jacob Fatu.
You better get in where you fit in.
Fatu, man. The Samoan Werewolf is back. We last saw him being taken out, teeth left on the ground. And
still don't know who did it.
Still don't know who did it. It's obvious that Jacob Fatu believes it is Drew McIntyre. But if we've
don't write off Cody.
If we've learned anything over the years, it's that 99% of the time it is not the guy who they assume it was. So, I think, but obviously they were gonna roll with this story where Jacob thought it was Drew, and I thought it was done well, right? So we get Jacob attacking Drew, and then Cody going, "What are you doing, man? Get out of here!" And Jacob saying, "Do not touch me. I am the Samoan Werewolf. I do what I want.
Yeah,
you better get in where you fit in. You just lost yourself the title, boy." Essentially by getting his hands on Jacob Fatu. And of course we had Cody go try to stop the confrontation. Cody being the classic, "What are you doing? This is my match. Stay out of it." But then while Cody and Fatu begin to brawl, Drew McIntyre rolls onto the floor outside of the cage and wins that title. Fatu and Cody stand there stunned. No, what just happened? But
you don't want to get too close to a werewolf, Dylan.
No, and I will say I loved that finish. I love the Fatu and Cody just standing there like, oh my god, dude, we literally just let him.
Cole had a great line too, with Jacob Fatu. What have you done?
Yeah. And so the obviously lots of positives to come out of this. It's exciting that we're getting a new champion. Drew McIntyre finally gets his moment, and hopefully he holds it till Mania. I'm hoping
hopefully longer.
He brings that. Yeah. I'm hoping he at least brings that thing into Mania.
God, he's got it, right?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. I think at this point, I think if he loses it, it'll be if he loses it before Mania, it's going to be at Elimination Chamber is going to be my guess. But I don't think so. I think he will hold it till Mania.
He's gotta hold it to Mania. Or else this feels like it wouldn't have made any sense if he doesn't hold it till Mania.
Yeah. Anyway, so the other positive part, obviously, other than we get an exciting title changes the landscape of things. Jacob Fatu is back, Mark, and he's in the main event picture.
Sure is.
More than anything else, this proves how highly they think of Jacob Fatu as a key player moving forward. And I'll tell you what, part of me's been thinking, I wonder why we're getting these Oba Femi promos on Raw instead of SmackDown, even though we had these interactions.
We've been getting
already.
the Oba stuff on SmackDown.
Have we? Well, listen. I'm pretty confident.
You've been getting them on Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they've only been on SmackDown.
No. Okay. So see, but I'm pretty confident Oba's going to Raw, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
One reason.
Please do.
His name's Jacob Fatu. That's why Oba Femi's going to Raw. Because they
don't want them on the same.
Exactly. Jacob Fatu is about to be the monster of that brand, and they're not going to let Oba Femi mess with that.
Interesting.
Right now. In my opinion, that's the way you go.
Okay.
But anyway, Jacob Fatu, man, in this main event picture. And then before the match, of course, we got announced by Nick Aldis. We're having a little tournament to get a number one contender for the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark, where do you think we're going with that?
So I'll go over the matches which are happening this Friday on SmackDown. We have 4 matches, and the winner of these matches will be in a fatal 4-way. I'm assuming next week on that episode of SmackDown to determine who's going to face Drew, like Dylan said, at the Royal Rumble. So, we've got Randy Orton versus The Miz, Dylan. We've got Matt Cardona versus Trick Williams. We've got Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa, and we have Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov. So I guess we'll go Randy versus Miz, Dylan.
Randy.
Yeah, I agree. Cardona versus Whoop That Trick.
Giving it to Cardona.
I'm giving it to Trick.
All right.
I'll tell you why.
That's a tough one.
Because Kit Wilson is going to cost Cardona.
Okay. I see that.
So I think that's how Trick's going to get his win. We've got Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa. I'm taking Damian as well. And then we have Sami versus Ilya.
Sami.
Okay, this one's tough.
Shouldn't be.
Really?
Sami's winning this whole thing, man.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Sami.
I like the way you think.
Sami versus Drew at Rumble in Saudi. That it's.
Oh,
write it in.
Okay, didn't think
that's
about
how you
that.
That's how you get away with the booze of Sami Zayn not winning the Rumble in Saudi.
That's true.
You give him a world title match.
Interesting. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I can get behind that.
I can't. Yeah, no, I'm 100%. I'm like, I would be shocked if it's not Sami versus Drew.
Okay, so I kind of just liked the I don't know, man. It's hard to bet against Randy. Obviously, he's got him versus Drew, but I like the. I think I'm with.
I'll tell you what. I think
with Sammy.
Randy is the person that attacked Jacob Fatu.
Okay. Now we're talking.
And my reasoning, obviously, it's just
Shaved head.
It would be in character for the Viper, the Apex
Randy
Predator,
shaved his head.
nonetheless. But also, a whole bunch of teeth on the ground. Maybe he got punt kicked.
Okay.
That's my theory. Is that Randy Orton gave him a punt kick? That's the reason we had all those teeth on the ground.
Don't you think Fatu would kind of know he just got punt kicked?
I mean, in theory, don't you think he would know whoever what like?
Not if he got attacked from behind.
But if he got attacked from behind, how does teeth get knocked out?
Once he got pummeled.
But you could say the same thing that Randy could have done that.
Yeah. Hey.
Threw
Also,
him into
Randy
the thing, knocked him out, ran up, punt kicked that fucker.
Well, I'll tell you what, too. I don't know. I could be tripping, but I think it's potentially almost bald Randy Dillon. Maybe I'm looking into it a little too much, but it seems like we could be getting 09 Randy back. That's all I'm saying. Don't overlook it.
Interesting.
Don't overlook
I'm not
it.
overlooking it at all.
Don't overlook the shaved head.
So you feel as if this Fatal 4-Way at Saturday night's main event is going to be Randy, Priest, Sammy, and Trick?
Randy, Priest, Sammy, and Trick, yes.
Yeah, you kind of convinced me on the Trick part. I think Kit Wilson will probably cost Cardona. That's a great point.
Well, and because it's like, I think Cardona and Kit are like, that's like a perfect feud for the both of them because Kit obviously is trying to take out toxic masculinity. Matt Cardona's kind of poster boy for
Kit
that.
Wilson.
How are we feeling about that theme real quick?
Oh, it's amazing. Great.
It's about...
Dude, I caught myself just walking around the house singing it the other day.
Dude, it's been stuck in my head since I heard it. All right.
Kit Wilson.
Oh, he's still going.
Sorry. All right. Shout out to Kit Wilson.
Shout out to Kit Wilson. All right, Dylan, we have some other title changes as well on the first episode of Monday Night Raw of the year. We have new women's tag team champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Talk to me about your thoughts on WWE seemingly putting their two top women's wrestlers in the title on them, in the title picture, defending the titles. What's happening here?
So the one thing I will say for sure is it at least gets them more TV time and attention.
Yeah.
Because you know Rhea and Io are going to be on TV. And
every week.
The team, it has been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can't lie that. Like, even though they are still two single stars, they don't, like, completely not feel like a team. Like, you can tell they are very good friends and enjoy together. The problem is, you know how I feel. You know how I just hate, if you're going to be a team, you got to go for it. So be a team then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, matching gear, one entrance song,
team name,
like the whole nine. So like I said, I felt pretty confident that they were going to do this. I don't know 100% how I feel about it, like being that the Kabuki Warriors really are the one established women's tag team it feels like you have. So we'll see where they go from here. We'll say I wouldn't expect it to be a super long reign, though. Unless they decide to go all in and really make them a tag team. But I just hate the separate entrance stuff. I mean, I know they came out together to Rhea's, but they should have a new theme if they're going to be a real team.
How long is this team lasting?
Maybe they lose them at the Rumble. I just can't imagine Rhea and Io not being in singles matches at Mania. You know what I mean?
That's
my main thing.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I can't imagine they go too far. Maybe Io turns. Maybe Io turns heel. I'm not saying it's a great idea.
Okay.
I just think it's like the alternative.
Is it doable?
I think it's a lot more interesting than turning Rhea heel.
Okay. I just don't know if anybody, like, who's gonna boo Io. And I know lines are blurred now.
I think the one person they might boo her against is Rhea, if she attacks Rhea. But again, I'm with you. I don't think it's a good idea, nor do I want them to do it. I'm just interested to see where they go from here.
Yeah, it's a big old question mark. Kind of surprised that neither of them are really going after the world title on Raw.
Well, you got to think that they're probably waiting. I think Steph versus Rhea at Mania just feels like the match, in my opinion.
Oh, I mean, dude, you talk about a banger. Good Lord.
I think Rhea wins the Chamber.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Maybe takes on Steph. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. Because they need Steph in a... If it's going to be Steph, it's going to be a big match, right? If it's going to be Steph, then... If it's going to be Steph, then she's facing... I literally can't imagine anybody but Rhea. Or like a Bianca return. Or Naomi.
Nah, Bianca's facing Jade.
No, agreed. But that's what I mean.
Bianca's
it's got to be
somebody.
It's got to be something on that level. It's got to be someone on that level, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my mind immediately goes Rhea. And then maybe... We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So another title change we had, Dylan, is we've got a new women's intergalactic champion. She coined the term in Becky Lynch on Star Trek. She beat Maxine Dupree on Monday Night Raw to bring back the IC title. You like this?
I do. Yeah, it was the right call. I'm not crazy on Maxine.
Okay.
She's fine. She's fine. I'm just not, over the moon about her. I think there's plenty of women on this roster who probably should have been given that opportunity before her. But that's just, a personal opinion of, I just think people are better than her and have been around longer. That easily could have been Candice LeRae. Or, you know what I mean? Or just, as someone of that nature.
Natalya.
Yeah, I mean, I say Candice LeRae just because Natalia's, such a vet. But it was, even that, they could have... I hope they do the Natty Neidhart shit, dude. At some point.
Dude.
They should have her turn
She'd be
heel
such
on
a good
Maxine
IC
now.
champ.
Give her a little feud with Maxine as Natty Neidhart. Be, pissed that Maxine failed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, especially going into Mania season, I think this is the right call. Becky's one of your biggest stars on the entire roster, women and men. And she, in my opinion, that title felt important, and it immediately felt less important once it got on Maxine.
Okay.
So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. And obviously I'm a little bit biased, love Becky, so always going to probably root for her in most situations, but
there's no probably about it.
Well, no, there's situations where I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
I didn't want her to win the tag titles last year. I thought that was
Well, the tag titles are a bit different, but I digress.
Just saying.
Is this leading to AJ versus Becky at Mania for the title?
It's got to, right? It's got to.
Yeah.
Because at this point, they haven't gone one-on-one yet. And
AJ's going to eliminate her in the Rumble.
Yeah, there we go.
Potentially have a match at Chamber. Leads to the match at Mania. Or maybe AJ also eliminates her in the Chamber.
I could see something like that. I don't know how
Yes.
I don't know how they start this feud without a match before Mania. But
They can.
man, they've done it before. I'm more just like, not that I don't know how, I'm more just like, it's so absurd that they haven't wrestled in a singles match yet.
You ain't kidding. Well, I think the only way you can really do it is have AJ eliminate her in the Rumble and the Chamber. And then Becky just refusing to give her a title shot because she knows she's going to lose to her because she's kind of already basically beaten her a few times at that point. But it is odd. I hope they run a match at Chamber to let Becky get some sort of dirty win, and then you have AJ win it back at Mania. Seems like that's the best course of action. Oh, especially because Chamber's in Chicago. Where
they're
CM
probably
Punk.
wrestling at Chamber then.
Yeah.
And then they'll
So that'll
probably
be fun.
run it back at Mania.
All right, Dill, the last title that changed hands on the main roster was we have a new Women's United States Champion, and that is Julia. So, not quite sure what we're doing with this Women's U.S. title.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. Love Julia.
Great.
I love Chelsea
Great wrestler.
Green. I don't, like I said, wasn't.
Yeah. What? Give one of them some time. Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's interesting. I really have no idea where they're going with it. At this point, it seems like there's so many people involved that maybe they'll do some sort of multi-person match or something soon. Maybe not at Mania, but like soon, some sort of multi-person something, either for the title or to figure out what direction they're going with it.
See, I feel the opposite, where I feel like it's literally has only been Julia and Chelsea.
No, I agree, but I'm saying there's like people like in the mix that haven't like Michin is still wandering around being involved in random encounters. Kiana James is obviously with Julia. You've got Alba Fire, like other, I don't know. Like I'm not saying that it's going to be all of those people specifically, but I think specifically it could be more something like I think Kiana James is probably going to get in this mix soon. Maybe her and
Think
Julia
she's gonna
split
turn?
up. Yeah, probably. Maybe one of them will, I think. Maybe Julia turns.
I hope so. I don't love
Actually,
this
I like
pairing.
Kiana turning better.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what. It doesn't seem like it's a hard thing to do, especially now that SmackDown is 3 hours. Like, just seems like they
Just
give
make
no time.
someone's job that like I don't understand how they don't just
We'll
like,
do it. Make it our job. I'll do it for them. I'll do it for
like,
free
they
for
just
them.
they should literally assign like they should have like a 2 to 3 person team for each division.
Dude, I know. And it's like, you've got
it's
3
like
hours. You have so
SmackDown
many
Women's mid
great
card,
wrestlers.
SmackDown Women's main event, SmackDown Women's tag team, opposite for Raw and men's, and like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And there's like, but everyone's like, but what about CM Punk? Everyone just wants to pitch the next like big, crazy idea. It seems like from Unreal. It's just a bunch of dudes sitting around a room going, "What about this? What about that?"
Yeah. How do we create a moment and then not worry about the consequences of said moment?
Yeah. What if we did something nuts?
Well,
if
what
we
happens
just did
after?
something- What if we just did something fucking nuts? Like that's what it feels like they do.
Yeah. All right. And Dylan. Lastly, we've got some new wrestlers in the mix here.
Yeah, man, really shaking up the landscape.
Matt Cardona officially signed to Friday Night SmackDown.
Officially signed to Friday Night SmackDown.
How
Confirmed
you
that
feel?
the Zack Ryder one-off, obviously, he was not signed, even though you tried to tell me for like a month that he was.
Well, maybe he was signed. We can't prove he wasn't signed at the time.
Yes, we can. They said it.
Hey, I'm just saying, maybe they signed him, let him finish his thing.
It was just funny because he was like wrestling on an indie show, and you were like, he might be signed, and I was like, there's no way he's signed.
Yeah, they could have signed him and then let him finish up his indie duties.
I still think I don't think that would ever happen because they signed him and didn't let him do that. I understood. It was a confusing situation. I'll cut you some slack.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
They had the merch.
I thought they just did that with Julia.
What do you mean?
Before they signed her, they let her finish her stuff with the new women's division, the women's company in Japan.
I mean, that didn't just happen. That would have been like a few years ago at this point.
Maybe like 2.
But also, anyway, either or, Matt Cardona is back. He was talking, him and Chelsea Green talked, and they said the conversation started once he came back for that. Once he came back for the Cena tournament. Seems like Cena specifically requested him and Namath.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he really wanted both of them, just being friends with them. And seems like when they brought back him for the tournament, Chelsea said that they were like impressed and were like, that's when the conversation started. So it was kind of just like, it took them like a month to get a deal done, but like they were talking since then.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's probably a little bit of both. It seems like he was like, finish up my dates while we're figuring this thing out.
Okay.
So probably somewhere in between of what we were both saying.
How do you feel about it?
Anyway, I'm happy. Matt Cardona's back, man. Love the guy.
Think they got any big plans?
Unfortunately, I don't. I don't think they have any big plans. But I hope they do. I hope they do. I've just been proven that a lot of times they don't. But I'm happy that him and Chelsea Green get to spend a lot more time together.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yes, that is nice. All right, Dylan, we have a few NXT call-ups. So we have Jordan Grace.
Quite a few.
Is on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, Jordan Grace. And we had a nice little stare down between her and Jade Cargill. Mm-hmm. So it seems like we might be getting Jordan Grace into that main event picture pretty soon. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I love it. It's funny because in the past you see these NXT wrestlers who are always so good and have so much talent, and then they don't do this, and they kind of just bring them up and aren't sure what to do with them. But then now I think they're kind of like, yeah, we have so much talent, let's potentially mix up the main event picture. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, with
seems like they
Jordan
might be
Grace,
coming to terms with the idea of like Cody's at the point where he can not wrestle for a title at WrestleMania, and that's still an incredibly big match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's just a small example, obviously. So I think they're learning to, hopefully, learning to understand that the title isn't just like, oh, put it on your top guy every time. That's not, you know what I mean? It's there's a lot of different criteria and ideas that should go into making your decision at your champion at the time. But yeah, man, so we got Jordan Grace immediately in that title picture. Do you have any ideas on do you think we may get something like her versus Jade at Saturday Night Main Event or Royal Rumble or?
So I'm going to say I hope not, and that is solely because I don't know how they do that match without it hurting Jordan Grace.
She's gonna lose if they do. So yeah, you're right.
That exactly.
Yeah,
and it's like
I don't know how much
necessarily
it would hurt her, though.
I mean,
I don't think taking a loss that like a not clean, like Jade's heel, so she can do it not clean, and
I just don't think Jade would necessarily do it not clean because I don't think she thinks she needs to do it not clean.
Well, she doesn't make the rules.
Well, yeah, you're spot on there, Dylan. I think she may just.
I do agree with you. I think she might be like, I want to beat her clean. But I think, like, we've seen plenty of times that. I mean, Roman Reigns literally kept the title for 3 years by not winning clean. And the entire time we were like, maybe they'll give him a clean win eventually. Never fucking happened.
Never did. I mean, yeah, I could definitely see it. It's just, I don't know what she is going to necessarily do.
I agree with you. I don't necessarily love so I will say 100% agree with you. You are right in the sense of I'm not crazy about the idea of like just putting her in a title match and losing and then it's what else now.
Yeah.
Like you're very
and then
much
she kind of just get
correct in that aspect.
Puts off to the side a little bit. I kind of like to let her rack up a few wins, pin a bunch of people.
Yeah,
I'm
with you there.
Have her go after the U.S. title, dude. I don't know. I mean, because I just feel like I'm so sold on Bianca winning the Rumble and her facing Jade at Mania. So, like, or even if she wins the Chamber, but like, Jade versus Bianca is the match heading into WrestleMania. And hopefully...
I agree. Bianca's just got to be healthy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Which, hopefully she will be. I don't know anything about that injury.
It's her finger, bro. It's like her finger is just like will not heal.
Still?
Yeah.
It stinks.
It's like, but I know it's like broken like fingers and stuff like that can be like really tricky as far as just like the healing process. Like they just like, even though it's like it's just a finger, it just like won't heal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully she's good. I think she will be.
How do you like her being
I don't
on
think
SmackDown? Jordan Grace.
I like it for now.
They got 3 hours to kill.
Yeah, that's the big thing. So,
and this division is lacking.
Yeah, so I definitely think it was probably the right call.
When do you think Chelsea Green's going to go after one of these world titles?
That's kind of...
What are we doing?
Part of me thinks maybe that's why they took the U.S. title over. Maybe she wins the Rumble.
Well, dude, I'm trying to not get my hopes up for that because we said the same thing when she lost the U.S. title previously. And
yeah.
Where did we end? I
mean, like I said, this is I'm in no way.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
I'll be very happy.
I think you were spot on in the fact that this happened before and that was not the plan. But
yeah,
maybe
it should be
now. I mean, she's so
awesome. Maybe they learned their lesson. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dylan.
I mean, and they did it with, I'll say this, like they pulled the trigger on someone like Jey Uso last year, right? Maybe it's time they do it for the women.
Okay. All right. Another NXT call-up on Friday Night SmackDown, Dylan. 8 abs, 3 chains, 2 feet, just so I could put some lemon pepper steppers on. Let's talk about it.
Trick
Williams. That's Trick Williams.
Mr. Whoop That. Yeah, man, Trick Willie.
Talk about immediate star, dude.
Oh, yeah, man, and immediately getting that confrontation with Randy and
Sammy, then Randy.
Yeah, he's so awesome. I can't wait for an eventual... I mean, we gotta do Trick Mello at Mania, right?
Nope. We could hope.
For the U.S. title, Trick Mello, give it to me, man. I need that at Mania. Who do you think wins if we get Trick Mello at Mania? I think Trick Willie.
I don't know. I think it kind of depends on how they feel about Trick Willie. If they may just have him skip the
and I guess
it
also depends how if Mello just gets himself crazy. Like, Mello could be insanely over.
Yeah. I mean, dude, just like thinking about the matches that we could get with the Trick, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. So,
yeah.
Javon Evans officially
Monday Night
signed to
Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
Javon
How you feel about
Evans, man. Couldn't be more excited to see Javon Evans on Monday Night Raw.
Apparently, they don't see him as a franchise star.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck off.
Brian
That's
Alvarez
so
can
not true.
eat my tank, bro.
So not.
He's 21. It's just like...
He's a star, but not a franchise star. They don't view him as.
Also,
sure,
it's like,
pal.
One, what does that mean? What does that even mean? Two, he's 21 years old. He could not win the world title for 8 years and still win it before he's 30. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just this idea where it's like, Brian Alvarez is probably sees like or heard from somebody. Yeah, they're looking to make him like a star in the mid card right now, and then he just goes, "Well, they don't see him as a franchise. They don't see him as a main event player because he's 21 years old. Give him some time. Look what Cody did.
Yeah.
Look
also,
how
I
long
just
it took
don't.
him, like,
I don't believe that WWE thinks that.
Yeah, I also think I don't think WWE says that sentence is stupid. Like, I don't think WWE was like, you think Triple H was like, yeah, I think I see him as a star, but not like a franchise star. The immediate question is, I don't even know what you mean by that. Like, the immediate answer, like, people don't talk like that.
Yeah, is he a star or is he not a star? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
And that's the other thing too. It's just like just because someone probably won't be a world champion in the next 5 years, maybe, which is like, who knows? He definitely could be. But I'm saying, like, just because, like, I won't be shocked if he's not a world champion in these next 5 years. Like, he's so young. He's got so much time in his career. Like, that doesn't mean he's not a giant star, or
if they didn't think he was going to be a franchise star, they wouldn't call him up. They wouldn't call him up. He's 21.
They would literally.
What are we doing?
They would keep him on Smack. They would keep him on NXT.
Yeah, like what?
They would just have him run NXT for a while.
Yeah. So anybody listening, don't listen to these
there's
dirt
every
sheet
justification
reports.
to do that. Like, there's every justification for them to be like, Javon's literally probably just going to go down as the greatest guy in NXT history. We're going to keep him there for a few more years. And by the time he gets called up, it's going to be like, we've been itching, dying for it. Put a title on. Like, they easily could have done that. And they had every excuse to because he's 21 years old. That's their excuse. Yeah. Like, it's like, we just want him to get more mature, get more ring psychology. Like, it's stuff that only comes with time and reps.
Mm-hmm.
They have every excuse and every reason to do that. And like you said, they're not. They're pulling him up to Raw.
Which makes me think they think he is going to be a major player for them.
Yes,
like,
and at a time that their main roster is incredibly loaded.
And to put him on Raw.
That's what I mean. And they're calling him up to their flagship show at 21 years old. Like,
they think he's a franchise star.
Yeah.
Shut up. What are we doing? Also, they're definitely feeding these dorks fake information. Like, if you think WWE... He definitely says stuff, but if you don't think WWE knows who's giving information to these dirt sheets, you're clueless. They're a billion-dollar company.
Have a guy whose job it is to just steer them in the wrong direction now.
I will bet my life they do. They know who these rats are. Like, they're feeding these dorks
they might
fake
have
information.
A guy whose specific job is like, hey, just confuse the hell out of these guys.
Dude, I bet you they do. I bet you they do. I bet you that's the guy who tells them all their information. Yeah, tell them that, let's see if they'll buy this one. Say that we think he's a star, but not a franchise star.
And he's going to be like, what's that mean?
I don't know. What does that even mean? I don't know, but they'll buy it.
Oh, no. He'll convince himself he knows what it means.
All right, Dylan, lastly, we said it at the top. You thought Oba was only getting video packages on Raw. I thought he was only getting video packages on SmackDown. Which brand is he going to?
It's got to be Raw, especially because of, in my opinion, they just got Cardona and they got Cardona on SmackDown. They got Ilya back recently, like in the last few months.
Wolfdat.
They got Mr. Wolfdat over there. They just called up Jordan Grace. It really feels like Javon was the only one that really made it over there to Raw. So, I think Oba's going over to Raw.
Dude, Oba versus Gunther.
That's kind of like I am willing to.
Rolla,
I'd be shocked if he's not on Raw, to be honest.
Okay. Interesting.
Just feels like a Raw guy.
I hope he's on SmackDown just so I can watch him.
Yeah. Well, you can watch it.
Well, I'm not able. I'm only able to catch like the last hour of Raw.
You can start from the beginning.
I ain't doing that nonsense. I'll watch the Raw highlight on WWE YouTube.
Well, I'm just saying. Just so you do know, Netflix, you are able to fast forward through the commercials on Netflix if you are like watching on a delay. You know what I mean? Like,
even if you have. What about the paid ads?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fast forward. Yeah, but all right. So like, I'm on the premium. Like, no, I pay for no ads, but I still get ads during like Raw.
Yeah.
If I'm watching live. But
but those are different than my ads.
So say I start at I don't think they are, dude. Like I don't get to see. You know how like.
But can you fast forward?
No. Only. So say it started at 9. So or whatever. Say Raw start. Say I start watching Raw at 9 from the beginning. So I'm like an hour behind. I can like fast forward through the commercials up until the point that I am live. I can't fast forward them if I'm live.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think if I rewound and started from the beginning, I would still get ads because I'm on the ad plan.
Gotcha. I'm saying it looks to me like it comes up. Know how it like has the thing in the top corner where it says like ad 1 of 6 or whatever, and then whatever. It's like that is on my screen when I'm watching from behind, but then I just press fast forward and it works. So it's like I was expecting it to not work, and then it did. Just a little something. Just give it a shot, maybe.
All right. Maybe I will. Also, why are they signing Javon Evans in an ad break?
I don't.
All right. Any last thoughts, Dylan? Heading into the Royal Rumble, we've got our international tour that WWE has been going on. We have Monday afternoon Raws taking place in like 45 minutes of us recording this. AJ versus Gunther. That's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts heading into the Royal Rumble? Obviously, we'll talk about the Rumble more probably in next week's episode heading into it, but got anything you want to get off your mind over these last few weeks?
Not much. I'm honestly excited after this Monday and Friday. They really shook things up, so it's going to be interesting to see how things build moving on to the Rumble and WrestleMania. Very excited. And
all right.
That's it.
All right. You guys leave us a comment. Let us know which show you think Obafemi's going to be on, Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Click like if you liked what we talked about, and click that bell so you get notified every single time we upload a brand new video. With that being said, I'm Mark Izzo. He's Dylan O'Brien, and we'll catch you in the next one.